Hello, my friends. So today you've gotten the Eight of Cups. Well, it's a powerful and positive time, even though it seems difficult. Often this card is about 8 cups, and the 8 cups are no longer fulfilling, and they are behind you, and you are walking away from them. You're going to look for yourself because you no longer feel like your job or your relationship or your role or the way you are being in your life, in your society, in your family, in yourself is fulfilling anymore. It has become stale. It has become dull. It has become drab. And even if it looks like success to others, and even if it looks like you should have it all and you should be happy, you know that something is not working. You know that it is not working. And you know, whether you're angry or unhappy or okay with it, you know that it is time to go. You know that it is time to leave this thing behind, which you once put so much energy into, and so much exertion of power and will and happiness and joy, and it once brought you happiness and joy. But right now it feels stale, and you don't feel like you're your true self, and you feel like you're living some kind of lie, and you feel like you're not being your authentic being, and you don't know how to touch that place in yourself right now anymore. And so this is a calling. This is a calling for you to be more introspective, more analytical of your emotions, and understanding that you're not being fed and your emotions are not being uplifted, and you can't find that way to bring yourself up into a good place with this anymore. So it's really about turning your back now, and if you don't do it now, you might just give yourself more pain later by avoiding it. But it's good time now to be the hermit, to go into yourself, to go into your seclusion, to go into your cloister, to go into your hermitage, to make a new path, one that's about listening to yourself deeper, one that's about cutting down on maybe the psychic noise levels that are out there that have been infiltrating you and not allowing you to have any peace, not allowing you to have any comfort. Maybe there's just too much bombardment with psychic energy from other people. Maybe you don't know how the pain that comes across through a friend that is no longer feeling like they're friendly, or a lover who is no longer feeling like the old magic is there anymore, and it's just become dull and drab, and there's no longer any excitement and adventure. Well, this is a time to choose you. Time to choose you to go on a deeper adventure, for you to go on a more looking within place, for you to really find that sense of yourself with your strength and your courage, and to develop your creativity, and you develop your authenticity, and to develop your truth to a greater extreme, because you don't feel like you were living your truth anymore, that you were living your possible power creation, that you were living your authentic creativity, that you were giving yourself to something that really felt amazing. And even though you may be leaving a sense of love and success behind, it is time. It is necessary. You must cry if you have to, or you must leave with a sense of gratitude for what has been, which is the best way to do it. And you must now go. You must now go into yourself. You must hear yourself deeper. You must sort out some of these things that have given you so much pain lately, that have kept you from yourself lately, that have kept you from your deepest truth lately. Maybe this is a time of really going journeying, deep journeying, shamanic journeying. Maybe it's a time of just going to a different job, something that maybe uplifts you. Maybe it's a time of developing a relationship deeper with yourself and not with somebody else right now, so that you can come out truer in yourself and truer with somebody else once that time comes back to you again. And maybe that time will come back in this particular spot to this particular presence. But it needs work from all sides if it has become dry and stale. It needs work especially from you, for you do not have to live a dry and stale life. You do not have to feel like you are stuck and held back and held down and dragged down. You can feel courage. You can feel adventure. You can feel important in yourself again by putting yourself first, possibly, more so than you've done in a while. Maybe you've let somebody else's needs rule your own needs. Maybe you've given yourself away in order to keep someone else happy. But that is not fair, and that is not what the universe wants. The universe wants you to thrive. The universe wants you to be true to your authentic self, deep in your spirit, deep in your connection. And if you feel dry and unconnected, you must look for new ways. You must look for new ways to connect. You must be that adventurer. You must be that hermit going on their deep soul journeys. You must be that person who leaves the past behind when you know it's the right time to leave the past behind. You can't wait. You can't tally. You can't dally. You have to give this to yourself, because the universe calls for it. Your connections call for it. Your love calls for it. Your essence of being calls for it. Love yourself dearly. Trust that you can step out on your own and go on this adventure, because it is calling you, baby. It is calling you to leave those unfulfilling cups behind. And even if they were fulfilling, they weren't giving you what you needed. They weren't giving the fulfillment that you needed. Maybe other people saw it that way, but this is not about them. This is not about what others think. This has to be what your soul calls for. This has to be what your spirit wants to dance in. This has to be what your whole body, mind, emotions says is right for you. You have to trust it. You have to go deep in your emotions and trust it. You can't deny yourself anymore. You have to bless yourself with this journey of discovery. Let go, let flow, move on, move towards something brighter and more giving of your truth. Ahoma Takwiyasin. Blessed be the Eight of Cups. They are significant mile markers in our road to our evolution, our self-discovery, and our rejuvenation in life. Aho.